Hi there, in today's Webflow tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a description within an image in Webflow. Now, the purpose of creating a description for an image is so when individuals with seeing impairments rely on screen reading software, the screen reader will read to them what the image is. And you have one of two options when it comes to setting your image. You can set a descriptive or a decorative. And what decorative is basically is just it won't have any alternative text. And what alternative text is basically the description you give it. So when it's set to decorative, it's not going to be read out loud. It's just a nice decoration for the photograph. You have to make sure that you make these settings happen. And I'm going to show you how to add a description for this image. So in our previous video, we already set up the landing page, but what we're going to do is go to the assets panel. And once the assets panel is clicked on, we're going to see the image and we're going to see this gear icon, which is the, assets settings right here. So click on that. And we're going to notice there's descriptive and decorative. If I click decorative, we don't have to worry about anything. And it says right here, decorative images don't convey meaning and don't require alternative text. But in this case, I want to set this up right here. When it comes to setting a descriptive, you want to make it short, sweet, and to the point. Some recommend at least under 120 characters. So what I'm going to write down, and it's really up to you what you're going to write, but keep this in mind. Screen reading software will read this. So I'm going to write down something like this. What I wrote down right here, it's probably a little over 120 characters, but if a screen reading software was to read this, you'd have to imagine in your mind, can the individual who's using screen reading software imagine the description in their mind? Okay, with the descriptive setup, all we have to do is just click the exit icon right here. Now that the descriptive is set for this image, anytime we add this image to another web page or another segment within the web page, you have an option to reuse the same descriptive. So I'll give you an example. You don't have to follow along here. Okay, so if we notice here, there's an option for alternative text. And when you click on the drop down, it's going to say decorative or custom description. If you choose decorative, there won't be any usage of screen reading software. And if you click on custom description, you can, change it to however you want. But since you already wrote the description and you just want to save some time, you can use alternative text from asset. You just click on that and there you go. And then also you can set it to the type, but this is just a demonstration. I'm just going to use this option right here. Click the exit icon. Both of these images have the same description. I don't have to worry about copying and pasting. So what I'm going to do now is take this off because I'm not going to need it. All right, that's all set. And it's very important to make sure that whatever image you have, either it's going to have a description or it's going to be decorative. And it's also important to make sure that the text that is being used in the website can be easy to read. Not only is it important to add a descriptive or set the image to decorative, but there is a contrast between the image and the text that you see here. If you want to know what ADA compliance is right here. You can pause to read. And I'm also going to be putting in some resources for you to read concerning ADA compliance. I hope you found this information very informative for your future projects.